हेलो रूटर्स, स्वागतम वेलकम गाइस। तो आज आइए फटाफट ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। हम स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं अपना 27 गेम प्ले ऑफ बाल्डर्स गेट 3। कैसे हो पब्लिक, क्या हाल चाल? आप लोग एंजॉय कर रहे हो अपनी लाइफ को? खुश रहना सीखिए, खुश रहिए। डोंट टेक टू स्ट्रेस एंड डोंट वरी, सब हो जाएगा, सब निकल जाएगा, बस आप लगे रहिए। तो आज के साथ हम लोग यहीं पे स्टार्ट करेंगे अपना गेम प्ले फॉर Baldur's Gate 3। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल योर लव एंड सपोर्ट। कीप लविंग, कीप सपोर्टिंग। लेट्स गो गाइस। गेमिंग स्क्रीन स्वागत है। कल कहाँ पे पहुंच गए थे हम लोग?
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. And if they died, would their deaths not count? But they need not die, for they would have you. You have the makings of a... Jaheira's wisdom will be an Halsin's strength. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Come, laggards. There is still enough to be done this day.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
नाइस इसको देगा ये बंदा ये दोनों यहीं खड़े हैं इनको जगह नहीं मिली
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
क्यों
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High, darling Isabel, is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
ओ भाई वो ले डांस स्टिक से मरवाया ये कुछ सही न्यूज़ थी
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Did he shout boo?
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
चलो भाई पता लिया इनसे
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops? Well, hurry. They gotta be somewhere, and I don't want them worrying.
कहाँ है यार इसके मम्मी
Then I'll
पापा?
teach you to conjure those vines.
Okay. चलो भाई और तो कोई नहीं है ना सारे देख लिया Shadow Heart रह गई
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something? Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The shadow fell. Night song. I can think of little else. That's not the first time you've made such a leap. I don't know. Maybe it's a Selûnite trick, or another way for Lady Shah to test my faith. The sooner I speak to Nightsong, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all. Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts. I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can live without before I can join. Lead the way then.
You wanted something?
चलो भाई हो गया मतलब मेन बंदे आ चुके हैं इनसे भी बात करना है क्या कुछ
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happy. Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
मुझसे कौन बात करना चाहता है
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
ओके ये कोई इसका रिलेटिव था वो उसे बचा रहा था पता नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा क्या
Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
Hello, friend.
No.
Welcome to the stream.
It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them. I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith, even in a brief glimpse of the past.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades. Now that I've removed it from Shah's domain, Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Nice. Selûne Spear of Night. अब सो जाए. Oh wait. Hey, कहाँ भाग रहा है? इधर आ.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything.
Foolish heroics.
We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
हो गया डन ये यहाँ क्यों खड़ी है
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
एक और था ना कुछ कहाँ गया वो ये ले लिया मैंने कोई नहीं है यही है सारे
What am I to do?
Okay, let's go.
Salutations.
Flaggets will be done.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
But the doctor is absent today.
She remains silent.
ये रहे उसके माँ बाप लग रहा है।
The doctor's found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
That's Arabella's father. Or was Arabella's father.
Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain. Yes. Yes. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover. Not much left now, but you're welcome to look.
क्या है इसके पास? बाकी को इतने काम करने हैं।
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
मार लिए रे इन लोगों ने बेचारे
You're no fun.
No.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops? No. No, no, no. I don't believe you. It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go! ये कौन है ये अभी शैडो क्वेस्ट वाले बचे ही हैं
Blackhead's warriors are upon us. से ये वाला मिशन हो गया बस
I have found beholders and bandits, but never darkness itself. I dare say we could part all the seas of Tyrell if we so wished.
चला जाएगा guys.
Looks like an army marched through here.
चलो भाई Baldur's Gate finally last act.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
ओ भाई guys देख रहे हो कितना अच्छा हो गया अंडरडॉग ये बोल रहा है मेरे निकलने का वेट कर रहा था क्या Now to the act third, guys, last act of this game. Gotash.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
भाई ओरिन खतरनाक लग रही है
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
ये आए क्यों चारों ऐसे देखने?
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. What's on your mind? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Oh, Halcyon भी आ गया. Halcyon Chicha is back. Gale.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. I am free. You must face them. I will... Pray, ask, and I will tell. Why so mighty are her wonders?
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think. Saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
अबे ये क्या कहता है?
Friend, we are here for you. What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend! We will not cause you any trouble, friend. We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
गाना कौन गा रहा है? इतनी सही नाइट जा रही है.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you.
Oh, nice.
Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
ये कौन आ गया?
We're under attack. Help me.
ये कौन आ गए? भाई ये तो कुंफू वाला बंदा आ गया. भाई मेरा बंदा सो रहा था, उसे जगा दिया तुमने. रूप्स अभी बताता हूँ. रुको तो. इन पे फायर वही नहीं कर रही है. भाई इम्यून है ये लोग, समझ रहे हो? अरे मुझे पोर्टल एस्केप करना था.
Tadpole scum! That's a cat!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Buddy, if I said you are dead, then you are dead. Nobody can save you.
What should I do?
अभी बताता हूँ क्या करो. Kill this bastard. हैं? मिस भी करते हो तुम. वाह.
Victory awaits.
Come on.
Make way.
अबे ये दो कहाँ से आ गए?
Certainly.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you!
Blood comes easy these days. Ugh, time for some bloody work.
बाय बाय। अबे लूटो मत रे उसे।
I am fury. I am death.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Taking position.
That orb's about to explode. I speak from some experience.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Okay. क्या किया जाए? सबसे पहले क्या करना है?
I'll feel that one later.
That should more than suffice.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Oh, I got Misty Step. Where is Misty Step? Critical miss. Wow. Wow. Chummeshwari.
Taking position.
No choice but to keep going. Before me. Creator, Destroyer.
Bye, my friend.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
We are in danger. The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asim Night Song from her soul cage. You let me live last time we were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
ये कहाँ पहुँच गए हम लोग? ये है ना? भाई कितने लोग हैं? 1 2 3 3 लोगों को मारना पड़ेगा अपने को। गेल, पहले तो तुम अपनी पोजीशन चेंज करो सबसे पहले, वरना तुम पिला जाओगे तो तुम्हें पता भी नहीं पड़ेगा कब पिल गए। अबे देखो तो गेल कोई मारने गई। भाई मार्शल आर्ट वाले हैं तो खतरनाक काफी। कितने लोग हो गए? 4 लोग हैं ये।
Destroy the honor guard.
is your end.
Nothing important is ever easy.
मिस हो गया। वाह, मरवा दिया ने। दिल कुछ कर दे भाई, वरना तू मरेगा उसकी अगली हिट में। वो गंदा मारेगी, वो कुछ कर भी नहीं पाएगा तू। मार दिया, मार दिया। भाई तुम ऐसे ही नूब हो, तुम कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे। तो कुछ करना मुझे ही करना पड़ेगा। कुछ हो सकता है। क्या मिस नहीं होना चाहिए चीजें, या मिस होने के लिए नहीं बची लोग। इनका हेल्प कम करो। Come on, जादू दिखाओ अपना। अबे मिस कैसे हो गया यार?
This'll dampen the pain.
Take you.
अबे मिस कर रहे हो सारे तुम फिर
Swift and lethal.
Time to push my luck again.
Subdue the Githyanki. Quickly.
भाई जीत गए
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer, even those who are on a path of becoming one. It's like I said before, I'm just like you. An adventurer, I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Oh, bhai, Orpheus.
Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my homeland, Prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to earn in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Skra! Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
ये वॉल अंदर से क्या मैं ऊपर जाऊंगा?
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
क्या किया था? भाई ये मुझे अपने जैसा बना रहा था माइंड फ्लेयर।
Now, help me.
Despite
you, but
nothing is the horrors.
Happy? Now together.
अबे क्या हुआ? नहीं नहीं वॉल्व करना, फाइट नहीं करनी।
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
Oh, critical success आ गया।
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution. And your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
तो कुछ नहीं है, लीव करने से क्या होगा?
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm listening. Orpheus. Gith's It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hell, the first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned, but it was the first whom Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against... It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. Orpheus is not just a gift. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the one word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. If the Githyanki are to be free, the prince... What about him? The historical slates just so and glowing light. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. The Emperor... Orpheus... Why destroy a weapon like that? When you... A weapon is only an asset for us. The means of Vlaakith's own... Better to have Orpheus. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husk. I regret their deaths. But I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. Very well. It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be a void where our souls once resided. I know, and I won't.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter... The more I learn, the less I understand just why I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. But I digress. Did you want something? The powers we already received have proved useful, true. You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
अब तो सो जाने दो। दो कितने लोग एक साथ सो रहे हैं? ये कहाँ से आ गए? पहले कहाँ से?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Never a dull moment.
चलो गाइस, फाइनली हम लोग बाल्डर्स गेट में एंट्री करेंगे एंड ये हम लोग कल करेंगे। एक और एंट्री कर लेते हैं।
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Unless you stop sulking and start walking right now. I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Investment to get me
Nearly there
started.
now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Who are you calling this new business?
चलो guys,
That's why
बंद करते हैं यहाँ पे।
rent is just a little more. Catchy, right?
कल यहाँ एक्सप्लोर करेंगे, काफी बड़ा है। All right, public, thank you so much for today's support and love. Keep supporting, keep loving. आज तो हम यहीं पे बंद करेंगे and कल फिर आएंगे अपने इस गेम के साथ, अपना Act 3 कंप्लीट करेंगे। गाइज ये Act 3 अब लास्ट है, थोड़ा बड़ा है, इसमें भी एपिसोड्स आएंगे मल्टीपल, बट जल्दी कंप्लीट कर लेंगे। कीप सपोर्टिंग, कीप लविंग। गुड नाइट, शुभ रात्रि, लव यू ऑल, लव यू 3000 एंडिंग स्क्रीन। स्वागतम।
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.